Alright, hello everybody, it's me. Um, I did I had a pretty busy day, right? So my video today is just, I'll just be this one. I know it's a little bit of a shame, but I need to make sure I got some stuff for you guys. Uh, I guess some stuff I wanted to talk about is the day. It was kind of cool. I started a couple of new things. I'm working this new job too, which is kind of exciting. I get to work with all different types of groups of people. So I'll give you a rundown. In the morning, I wake up, got ready, I moved some stuff in my car, and then at 9 o'clock I show up at my first place where I work. And then from 9 to 12, I'm helping some more middle-aged people, uh, a little bit on the older side. And these people, they're pretty new to ceramics, and they're a great group, and I've taught them for a little bit now, and I gave them a trimming demo, and they were pretty excited about that. I started making this pot. It was supposed to be a teapot, but it didn't really turn out too great, so I turned it into just a jar. The lid on it looks really nice. I just couldn't get a spout that I liked, so I just let it be a jar. Um, Not too much happened. One of the people was having a difficult time, so I sat down with them and I helped them work through a pot. Uh, Another woman was having some trouble with uh, trimming, and just her problem is she's just going way too fast. She just doesn't like, instead of slowing the wheel down, like when you're like finishing a pole, she just keeps blasting forward, and doesn't stop. After that class period, I was stuck a little bit. I was at 10 minutes over past 12. I was getting a little bit nervous because my next job is at 1 o'clock, right? And so I was a little bit worried. I meal prepped the night before, so I drove back to my house real quick, and then I made just ground meat and rice. It's not really special. I put some onions and garlic in there too, so it tastes pretty good. Um, then I grab it, I put it in the microwave, and I'm eating it as I'm driving to the next place. And then I get there. It's pretty exciting. They it's like a nicer area, but they don't have any parking, and so usually have to park at a meter. But the lady, when I first got there, she was like, "Okay, well, your first class from 1 to 4, we're just gonna be today. You're just gonna help around when you can, and uh, just like with some studio maintenance stuff." And so I moved some trash and stuff, and it was like okay. But she took me to get a parking pass, and I have this crazy parking pass here. I can pull it out. This parking pass looks like it's from the fucking future, yo. Look at this thing. Look at it. Oh wait, hold on. I gotta make sure it doesn't. Does this say anything? But it's like thick. I don't know if I should show y'all like what it has on it. I can show you this back part, but it's like three-dimensional, and it has like a beveled edge here, so it's kind of crazy. It's really nice. It's like I feel like I'm official. So I got this cool parking pass. I went to City Hall. I'd never been to City Hall before. That was kind of nice. After that, I went back and I got ready for my next class, and they just gave me a rundown of things. They're telling me how to fire kilns. I just don't think they really knew that I've done all that stuff before, but I just let them do their spiel about it, just because it's important for people to give their spiel. So, and then my next class, I had the more like middle-aged to older people in the morning. Then at 4:30 to um, I also they took me to a coffee shop. I got just normal black coffee. That's all I drink from the coffee shop. So that was awesome. And then when I got to when I got back, I started to prep for my next class, which is pinch. It's called Pinch Pot Party, and it's for kids under 12. So it's like a bunch of these little girls who just are there to make pinch pots, and they come in, and they're just a rambunctious group of people. So it's just kind of fun. I mean, I've only worked with kids like a couple of times, so it's just a little bit like I didn't really know what to do, you know. The funniest part is when the woman came down after the whole thing and was like, "All right, if you can hear me, put your hand on your nose. If you can hear me, put your hand on your head." And I'm just like, oh, it reminds me of like camp when I was a kid, and it like worked, you know. I remember when I was a kid, and I was just like, that's some BS. That's not gonna work at all. But it really worked with these kids. It was funny. Making little teacups, and they tell me that they wanted to be like Doja Cat for Halloween, which was just kind of funny. And you know, they really like squashmallow, like little animals that are pillows. They like the axolotl. I had a whole table of kids that they just, that's all they were making was axolotls. Maybe you can see some of the shapes of the axolotls, and just showed them how to do like a coil building teacup, and they actually did pretty good. You know, every one of them made a cup, which is like, that's awesome for like kids that young. Um, and at the end, you know, we actually had a little bit of time, so they kept making just like random things. Like they're like, "Can you make Mr. Noah? Can you make a pumpkin?" And I was like, "Yeah, I can make a pumpkin for you." You know, this is just fun. And then they were giving me gifts. Like at the end, they're like, "I made you like a flower, Mr. Noah." And I'm like, "Oh, thanks, bro. I gotta treat it like it's like a gem." You know, it's just like, "Thank you." So that was pretty fun. And then after that, so then from so that was that started at 4:30 to 6, right? And then at 6:30, or maybe 4 to 6, I don't know, whatever. I didn't have much time in between. From 6:30 to 9:30, I'm teaching a group of like younger, like 30 young or early 30s, you know, group of women who they're all like gamers and engineers, which was like, it's so funny. They're talking about Baldur's Gate, and it was like really crazy to them, and they really like that. And they're talking about all sorts of different types of drama from places. And, you know, I gave my demo at the beginning, but like, I saw that they're a really close knit group, and they really just like talking to each other quite a bit. And so they seemed to have a good time. So there wasn't a lot I could do, so I made some more pots. You know, I threw some small little cups off the hump, you know, just to show people like how to do that, and then made some trees, and I actually made another pot that was not in the image earlier, but it's still pretty cool stuff, you know, like just made some nice things and listened to some cool drama, I guess. I helped out when they had questions, but they're all pretty okay. You know, they're better than any group that I ever taught, so it's kind of cool. I can try to impress them with certain moves, and then after that, I get to turn off all the lights, and I'm the last one there. So at 10, I closed and locked everything up, and I drove home, and then that was my whole day. But yeah, sorry I couldn't make 3 separate videos today. It's just, but I gotta make sure I get one in. All right. Thank you guys for watching. All the best. Strong mentality. Peace.